嗨，大家好，欢迎来 Welcome to Taiwan。今天我们跑就到台北 to have a chat with our Austrian friend. And before we start, please don't forget to click that subscription button, like the video, help us share if you can.
My name is Valentina Feuker. My Chinese name is Fu Yaoxi. I'm originally from Austria, and I came here to Taiwan back in 2018. And I came here initially to study my MBA, but now I have my own marketing agency helping Taiwanese brands to do marketing in Germany and also other European countries.
You could go to many other countries to study. Why Taiwan?
I didn't choose Taiwan, to be honest. So I always had a big dream of living in Asia. The reason is that when I was maybe 20 years old, my now husband, his dad was living in Indonesia. So every summer we would go visit him in Indonesia. We travel a lot of Asian countries. Mm-hmm. And my husband was then sent to Taiwan back in 2018. It was a really great timing for me as well because back at the time I was looking into MBA programs. And then I found out that NTU actually has a really great MBA, like global MBA program. And this is why I said, okay, yes, let's go to Taiwan for 2 years. And now I'm still here, like almost 8 years later.
So what are some of the reasons why you continue to stay in Taiwan?
I think there are so many reasons why I love Taiwan. Honestly, there is almost nothing like negative I can say about it. For me, it's people are just so friendly. Because I'm a very social person, so I really enjoy that. You go out and it's very normal to talk to everyone, you know, like even like when you go to coffee shop, you just like small talk with everyone. I think makes my life so much happier actually. And then it's so safe, it's very convenient. I have a really, really great network of friends. And they almost feel a little bit like family now because I also was here during COVID. So we couldn't travel out of Taiwan for a very long time. And I think this also, basically influenced my decision to stay even longer because it feels even more like home.
What are one or two things that Taiwanese do differently to Austrian?
So one thing is definitely the like super friendly thing. Mm-hmm. So Austrians are usually not smiling that much, honestly. So I think if you walk around in Taiwan, I mean, even here I see people like walking by smiling at us. And in Austria, it's not that common. So I think this is something that, makes me so happy, honestly. And I think the second thing I see like a big difference in is the communication, like way people communicate. Here, I can't say if like Austria is better or Taiwan is better. It's just very different because Austrians are very direct people. So usually when someone tells you something, you immediately know like what they mean. It's very, very clear. And then also when you work with Austrians, during meetings, people always say their opinion. They are very, open to speak, whatever they think. And in Taiwan, I would say it's a little bit different. In the beginning, this was a little bit challenging for me because you have to really listen to the context, read in between the lines. Mm-hmm. Because Taiwanese, sometimes they say something, but then maybe they mean something a little bit different, or it's not that common to hear a no. So especially working for, like a Taiwanese company, my manager at one point was also Taiwanese. I really had to learn to, understand the way of communication.
In Austria, what language do you guys speak? German?
Yeah, in Austria we speak German. So actually it's exactly the same language as in Germany, but we have different dialects. So when I talk, for example, with my family, with my husband, maybe Germans cannot 100% understand because we pronounce things a little bit differently. But actually in school, we all speak German. Or if I do marketing, for example, I speak or I write German, like same language as in Germany.
Is that difficult to study German?
I think it's very difficult because of the grammar. So I think pronunciation-wise is okay, but so we have like it's called articles in front of all the nouns, mm-hmm. and there is no rule if it's male or female or it's very messy. And I know that a lot of foreigners have a very tough time studying German, and there is actually a lot of like social media channels talking about this topic. It's really funny.
All right. If you had to change anything in Taiwan, what would it be?
Okay, because I'm a guest here in Taiwan, I don't really think I should change anything. But I think for me, there's one thing I always, that challenges me a lot is like the banking system here in Taiwan. Especially now, like having my own company, like banking is not that like modern, I would say.
Okay, off camera, you told me your parents visited you here in Taiwan.
Yeah.
What surprises them most when they arrive in Taiwan?
I think many things. So I think first of all also how friendly people are, because my parents, they are. This is the first time they are in Asia. They've never been out of Europe before, and then I think they have been in Taiwan 3 times now actually. Mm-hmm. And then but life is completely different. Everything is in Mandarin. But they also say that if they travel alone, and they just like stop for a little bit and look lost for a little bit, someone would always, just stop and ask them if they need help. So I think this is something that really also like makes it very convenient for them to travel in Taiwan. Also, they think Taipei is very clean, very safe. Especially my mom, she's also like a more scared person. So when we go to Vienna, sometimes she doesn't feel that like easy. But here in Taipei, she said, she can walk around alone. It's just like very safe, and the atmosphere is just very good. Yeah, they say they can really understand why I live here. I think they're sad because it's far away, but now they've been here 3 times, and then I think if the weather would be cooler, they might even consider moving here. Yeah.
Marketing, how do you go about this? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
So first of all, my company is called Hey Stranger. Because I am
Hey
Stranger, yeah. Mm-hmm. So the reason is that I'm helping like Asian brands, Taiwanese brands to target strangers, basically markets they don't know. And I work with a lot of other markets. So I work with like Spanish market, French market, Taiwanese market, basically all the countries. And I learned that there is so much difference in between, every market, every target audience. And then this is how I came up with my idea basically. Because I wanted to help the brands to really understand the target audience, and because I'm from Austria, I'm native German, so I do really understand this particular audience.
Okay, and do you have any niche? What kind of companies or brands do you target to help market their product?
Yeah, we actually work a lot with consumer electronics brands, because in Taiwan there are so many tech companies. And so this is kind of our niche right now, but I would say overall lifestyle brands is something we focus on. And let's see, maybe there are also fashion brands and beauty brands coming in the future.
Okay, and what are some of the challenges or difficulties in dealing with Taiwanese brands or Taiwanese companies?
Okay, I think one of the biggest challenge I see working with Taiwanese brands in terms of marketing is that a lot of them don't really see marketing as important enough. So, for example, looking at the German market, marketing is like such an important part of a business, because businesses know that if they do a good job in marketing, this will also reflect in the sales, right? But in Taiwan, I think the mindset is not there just yet. So this is also something I'm trying to educate brands on.
One could say there are many other marketing companies around in Taiwan. What do you offer that is different from others?
So what is very different to most other marketing agencies is that we do German marketing. So what you just mentioned, there is a lot of marketing agencies who focus on English marketing or Mandarin marketing, but there's not really anyone like native especially Germany. Mm-hmm. And I know there are some native in other European markets, but actually we also work very closely together with them. So I think this is something that we really do. We really understand all the European markets, and we have a really great network of like influencers in Germany, for example, or also people who can actually help us to really develop a marketing strategy and execute it the way how it's meant to be in Germany.
All right, all our links will be in the description below. Let's go check it out. Do you have anything else to tell Taiwanese people?
The only thing is that I'm just like very happy that I get to stay here, that everyone was so friendly and welcoming, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, I never really imagined that I would stay here for so long. So I think everything worked out really great. Because when I came here, I had no plan of ever working in Taiwan. So even like my decision also to stay here to work, it gave me so much experience. I learned so much about the culture.
Thank you very much for sharing your life experience living in Taiwan, and hope you continue to enjoy your stay here in Taiwan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Gansia ni sokan yo sihuan bu sihuan. Don't forget to click the subscription button and go to the comments, leave a comment and tell us why you like the video or why you don't like the video. And see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.